Conspiracy theory has been floating around for centuries. Almost everybody believes that Islam started in a wasteland called Mecca in modern-day Saudi Arabia in the 7th century. Here are 3 bulletproof reasons as for why this is wrong. The enemies never heard of Mecca, and I'll tell you what I mean. There is almost zero written Islamic sources in the 7th century. Muslims say because they could never write. This leads us to hostile sources which were available at the 7th century, written by non-Muslims. Hostile sources, although scarce, are a very powerful tool for establishing the historicity of certain claims. If an army came to invade your country today, you would expect to know at least where they are coming from. In other words, the invaded countries most probably knew where the invaders came from. Only one source mentions where the first so-called Muslims came from. That's an Armenian source attributed to a bishop called Sebios, and it's written around 661. What does this source tell us? It talks about the Jews of Edesa gathering and going all the way to the desert to a place called Tajikistan, to the sons of Ishmael, which are, we believe today to be the Muslims. So, not in Mecca or Medina? Of course not. So, where was this Tajikistan? We have to look at a map projection from their time, not our time. Here is a map from the 7th century. These are the names of that time. What do you see here? Tajikistan. It's in modern-day Iraq. If we take a closer look, you will find that Tajikistan is here. Armenia is here, meaning that the bishop was not naive. He was very close. He knows what he is talking about. And Arabia is here. This is the real Arabia, my friends. It's in Syria, way up north. And we know this clearly from the old maps. It never was a capital city. Almost all ancient empires took as their capital the most significant city. In this case, the Muslims, you would expect that they have Mecca as their capital when they rule. That never happened. The first so-called Rashidun almost don't have any historicity, so we cannot track them. The Umayyads took Damascus as their capital, but never Mecca. The Abbasids took Baghdad as their capital, again never Mecca. Let's look at the map again. Here is the Umayyads with their capital Damascus. Here are the Abbasids with their capital Ctesiphon or Baghdad. Here is Muhammad with the capital, with the place called Tajikistan. As you can see how very close they are. And this is Arabia. It all makes sense. Mecca is way down here. Who is gonna go here? Unless he is crazy. So no Mecca for me, as this ruler is telling you. Now, archaeology. People say let's go to the archaeology and ignore all the other stuff. Let the rocks speak. And I agree. Whenever people want to build new buildings in an ancient city, they call the archaeologists to be present. Why? Because most probably they will find ancient artifacts. It is even more critical for archaeologists to be around if you are planning to build skyscrapers or much bigger buildings. Because building a skyscraper requires much deeper digging for the foundations to be firm, meaning much more artifacts can be found. This happened in Mecca when they built this new huge clock that you see on the right, this one. The archaeologists were there, but surprisingly, they have found nothing after all this digging, not even dead animals. These findings caught the interest of Canadian historian and archaeologist Dan Gibson and led him to make a documentary in 2016 called The Sacred City. Gibson proved without a doubt that Mecca could not be the birthplace of Islam. He then proposed the idea that Petra was the actual birthplace of Islam. I disagree with the Petra hypothesis, but we will explore that in future videos. But the thing that we both agree upon is that Mecca, Saudi Arabia, was not the birthplace of Islam. You know who else knows? The royal Saudi family. Even Wikipedia talks about it. The destruction of heritage sites associated with early Islam is an ongoing phenomenon that has happened mainly in the Hijaz. And you can see here demolition of houses, burial places, and historical locations, which is a disaster. Who does that to his country? Unless two things. Either he is a total lunatic, or he knows something is wrong. In the 19th century, they even intended to destroy the grave of Muhammad himself, also the cemetery of Khadija, his first wife. In the 20th century, the government appointed permanent scholarly committee of Saudi Arabia has ordered the demolition of such structures in a series of Islamic rulings, noting excessive veneration leading to shirk, idolatry. Of course, shirk means associating other gods with Allah, but nonetheless. The reality is, Khadija's tomb and the Prophet's house, all this stuff, are very new buildings. They have no history. The royal Saudi family knows that. New archaeologists and historians are rising. If any one of them tests these so-called houses and burials and stuff, they will know right away that they are fake and they are very new. So they started demolishing them to hide this disaster. What reason could they give the public for destroying Islamic supposed holiest shrines? Apparently none. That is why they came up with the idea of too much veneration leads to idolatry, which is a hoax. This is absurd. It was a smoke screen, ladies and gentlemen, to hide the fact that Islamic holiest places in Saudi Arabia are a complete fraud, built probably around the time of the Ottomans and not related to the real people who are Muhammad and Khadija and these people. The only thing they found when they dug Mecca was an Ottoman fort. This is the reality. So what's the conclusion? Primary sources inform us that the first Arabs attacked from Tajikistan, or modern-day Iraq. Historical data agreed upon from Muslims and non-Muslims show that the very first caliphates never took Mecca as their capital of ruling. Archaeological evidence almost closed the question of Mecca being an ancient city. It's not. The Saudi royal family knowingly destroyed the so-called houses, burial sites, and so on, under the smokescreen of protecting people from falling into idolatry. Mecca, Saudi Arabia, was never the birthplace of Islam. What was it? This will be discussed in future videos.